Good morning, everybody. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys smash that like button and we will go straight over to those charts. So 4 hour, you can see we are getting pretty mature in this in this pennant formation. I mean, we can't really get any more mature in this formation unless I unless I decided to amend the formation. But we'll just leave it how it is anyway. But yeah, so we've got to make a decision. We're gonna go up, we're gonna go down, or are we gonna go sideways? That's helpful, wasn't it? But we could trade some sideways. We could start to form one of those infamous bar patterns that we all know and love in Bitcoin. So yeah, we are sideways is a distinct possibility. The longer obviously we get to the end of the formation, I mean, if it doesn't break, it just has to fizzle out into a sideways, and then we just have to develop a new potential formation or some new price action that can give us a bias of what is going to happen. But yeah, obviously the upside, I mean, this is a pretty hefty area of resistance. Pretty important. So we got a front run last time. I mean, will we get there and blast through? Have wicks up to 12.5k maybe? Will we just come up, get rejected and come back down, or come down, get rejected and come back up? All of these things are possibilities, and I do really believe on the balance of probabilities, what I expect is us to stay in this zone really for the time being, and then start to potentially form a bias towards either a test back down to the 10k or to an actual break through this zone and basically off to the races. I mean, 12.5k, 14k, just onwards and upwards. What I actually don't think is that likely in my mind is this plays out as an actual proper bull flag, with the full extension, the full basically flagpole prediction up to about 12.5k. I'm not sure that's what we will see from here. We have got FOMC today, so those guys can obviously come out with any sort of rubbish. But I mean, this is pure speculation. Pure speculation. The dollar has been getting whacked. The dollar has been getting hit. So maybe they're going to try and come out with something to try and shore up the dollar. But I mean, if they do that, it's going to probably, and by probably I mean like 99% certain to have a big effect on the stock markets, and they will potentially get whacked. So they're probably a lot more bothered about stock markets, 401ks, and keeping that fictitious financial market going than they are the actual currency, which they don't really care if they devalue and you guys lose your purchasing power and etc and etc. But anyway, that's enough monetary policy talk for the time being. So yeah, if we have a look at the 12 hour and the daily, again, it's just the tightening formation in the pattern we're in. 12 hour 9 coming up. We spoke about this yesterday, so potentially 12 hour 9. Maybe we get a push up. For us to actually get a 9, we will need a push up, because we need to close the night. We need to basically be trading above this level here. So we will need a push up. So maybe that is it. 12 hour 9. This candle ends in 3 hours. Then we'll be on the 9. So maybe a push up into this 12,400, 500 zone. I mean, anywhere into this zone really. I mean, if we do push up, I feel like they will push. Whoever's driving this market will push for us to take out the top of this wick, trigger some stops, people that have taken shorts off that, into this liquid zone, and yeah, just get some general shenanigans, and then potentially slam us back down. So that is a possible scenario. And obviously, as we know, we got the daily 9 here. Nice extension on the daily 9. I do like it when we do see in real time concepts that I do talk about regularly, basically playing out. And I like especially the daily 9 here to daily 9 with the acceleration into the daily 9. I talk about these things, but it's good to see them so in real time, so you guys know that I'm not just making it up. I'm sure you guys don't think I'm making it up anyway. 4 hour Stokes, though, we kind of said we were looking at getting supported around this level, and at the moment we are. But I think taking this out, we may see some downside. I will actually delete this line now, because it is cluttering up my chart. 10 hour Stokes. I mean, we are very stop-start stuttery with the direction, but you can definitely see there's a downward bias to this. We're getting downward moves and a bit less of an upwards move or crossover than downwards. So that is obviously coming down. And then 12 hour, I mean, if 12 hour turns down now, comes out of this zone here, this very bullish zone here, I would definitely expect some, not definitely, I don't like, nothing's definite, but I would expect to see some downside, and clearly with the daily coming down into this zone again here, I would expect it to see some downside. But we have got obviously 2-day, 3-day, and weekly turn. Weekly's turned up. There we go. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted, guys. Weekly turned up. So yeah, so I mean that just speaks to the overall trend. We're on a bullish longer term trend. I think we've got a big breakout. We are going up. Not financial advice, but we can play out any sorts of shenanigans to the downside in this range, much like we saw yesterday. With let's go to the 4 hour. Like we saw with oh gosh, sorry guys, let me just get rid of this. Let me get this. Like we saw with this wick down here. We can see all sorts of crazy things like this happen. I mean, look at that. Obviously, wick down to our support all the way up, and then obviously doji candlestick analysis. Once you start trading back above that on the next candle, upwards and upwards and upwards, and that's what we got. So there you go. And then obviously sell down as well. I mean, clearly we're in that pennant formation, but yeah. So that's it really. Not much else to say this morning. I won't keep you guys any longer. Nice quick 6-minute video. So remember, not financial advice. Smash the like button. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later.